Yesterday we saw a very volatile day for Bitcoin due to the CPI data and the FOMC meeting of later in the day. We had some crazy price action and I will tell you everything about it in this video. Later in this video I will also discuss more patterns for Bitcoin with you, and I will also talk about Ethereum and Cardano. So with that being said, slap up the like button and let's dive right into the charts. On the 12-hour time frame we can see Bitcoin tested this resistance on the top side multiple times and we came down to this support area. We bounced from this support area due to the positive CPI data yesterday, and later in the day we came back down because there were no rate cuts from Jerome Powell and the Fed. So that caused a lot of volatility, and now we're back at this big support area. And for now we have to hold this area, and otherwise we can see more bearish targets. But for now Bitcoin is trading in the inside of this range with the lower side support and upper side resistance. So we could see two scenarios playing out. We can see maybe a bounce from this level to the top side of resistance again and retest this previous resistance on the top side. We want to see a break eventually, a retest of this previous resistance to turn it into support and then come further back up. But another scenario that could play out is that we're going to break this critical support and that we have to aim for lower levels. And then the first big support for me will be around this level, because we can see a lot of touch points in the past as resistance and also as support. And this will be the first target for me if we break down from this support area, and it will be around the $65,000. So we could see a little bit more bearishness coming into the market, but for now the support is holding strong, so there is nothing to worry about really. And yesterday I was discussing this pattern on my YouTube channel, that we broke below it, and I will show you a clip of yesterday's video. Bitcoin fell below it, so that was a very bearish move for Bitcoin. And we could see a retest of this previous support area to turn it into resistance, and from there we can come further back down. So as I was saying, we broke this upward sloping support area for Bitcoin. Then we saw a very bearish candle, and as I was expecting, we could see a retest of this previous support to turn it into resistance. And look what we did. We exactly retested this previous support as resistance, and then we can further back down. So this was something you could have traded on. And we are still seeing a bearish candle for now. But I don't expect that we are going to see more bearishness coming into the market due to the fact that we are at this big support area for Bitcoin, and also to the fact that we saw a big inflow of money again yesterday into the Bitcoin ETFs. We saw an inflow of 100 million again. BlackRock bought, the Fidelity Bitcoin ETF bought. So that is looking very bullish again. We had 2 consecutive days of outflow in the Bitcoin ETFs, but now we are seeing a positive day for Bitcoin. So that's a good thing to see. And of course we want to see for the cumulative inflow, we want to see a new spike, just like it happened here. And also in the beginning we want to see a new spike to that $20 billion target. For now I think we're going to see more bullish weeks for Bitcoin. And also this interesting pattern is happening for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. We can see multiple touch points with this downward sloping trendline resistance, and eventually we want to see a break of this area, and of course first a revisit, and we want to see a break of this area, a retest of this previous resistance to turn it into support, and then we have to come further back up. But this will be a very interesting play for Bitcoin, and I expect that we're going to see a similar structure like this happening in the near future. Of course, we have to always keep in mind that we also can come a little bit lower, and then this will be the first area to break to the downside, of course. But for now we have to see that Bitcoin is going to have a revisit of this area. But for now we are creating a little bit of the inverse head and shoulders pattern, and we need to see a revisit of this area and eventually break it, and then we can become a little bit more bullish. And on the weekly time frame we are in this beautiful uptrend to the top side, and we can see this parabolic uptrend. And currently we are at this support area, and we need to see a bounce just like it happened here. We also saw a bounce here, and of course also we saw a bounce here. So we want to see in the next exponential move for Bitcoin happening to the top side, and then we can become more bullish, because we also then eventually create a new all-time high, and that would have a very bullish effect for the market. If this beautiful curve is not getting broken to the downside, we have to see the next exponential move to the upside. So I expect a little bit more bullishness coming into the market for Bitcoin, and we don't have to be bearish for now, because the total trend for the Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is up, and you always have to trade with the trend. and the trend is up, so I expect more continuation to the top side. And yesterday we saw a very bullish CPI data coming in, because the forecast was 3.4% and the actual CPI data came in at 3.3%. So that was a little bit more bullish. And also the S&P 500 reacted very bullish on this. This is the daily time frame for the S&P 500. We can see also this beautiful uptrend. And yesterday we created a new all-time high. So this is very bullish for the markets. And when the S&P 500 is having a new all-time high, eventually Bitcoin will follow. Because in the past it always follows it path a little bit, and it has a little bit of similar cycles. So yeah, also here the trend is up on the weekly time frame. And I expect for Bitcoin that we are going to see an all-time high in June. Let's then have a look at Ethereum. Earlier this week I was talking about Ethereum and that we broke below this support area. Of course, this was a little bit of a bearish move. This support area was critical, and we saw a big move to the top side. We retested this previous resistance as support, but yeah, we fell below it. Also due to the fact that Bitcoin was dumping, of course. And yesterday on my Twitter channel I was talking about that Ethereum could maybe see a retest of this previous support to turn it into resistance. Yeah, and we already did turn it into resistance, because we can see a rejection from this point. And now we are coming back down to lower levels. And the first support level for Ethereum will be around this level, and it will be around $3,300, because this level had a lot of touch points in the past as support and also as resistance. And yeah, after this big breakout because of the positive news around the Ethereum spot ETF, we didn't even retest it. So if we come back down to this point, we have a beautiful retest to turn this big resistance into support. Here you can enter the market in the long, or you can maybe buy into spot. And for me, this will be a heavy accumulation zone, because yeah, this previous support and resistance line is very strong. And yeah, I believe that if we're going to see this level, we're going to see a bounce back up, and eventually we will come back to this area, maybe see a break for this area, retest it as support again, and then come further back up. And this will be very healthy price action, because we see a low, a high, a higher low, and then eventually we will need to see a higher high. So this will be my play for Ethereum in the coming months. And also due to the fact that Ethereum will be going live with the Ethereum spot ETF in about 20 days. So this will also have a very bullish effect of inflow into the markets. And overall we will see a big uptrend on the daily time frame for Ethereum. Another interesting altcoin I've been talking about is Cardano. Cardano has been in this consolidation range in the daily time frame. We can see multiple touch points on the top side as resistance, and also we are at this critical support area. And of course we don't want to see a break of this area, because then we will aim for lower levels. And yeah, this will be the first box to have a look at support, and that will be around 37 cents. But for now we don't want to see those levels occurring for Cardano. Of course we want to see more of a bullish move for Cardano, retest this previous resistance area on the top side, and maybe eventually even break it. And of course we want to see a retest of this area, turn it into support, and then come further back up. And yeah, if we're going to break to the top side of this consolidation pattern, then the first big resistance will be around 57 cents, because we can see a lot of touch points happening here in the past as resistance and support, and we fell below it. And if we're going to see a move to the top side, this will be the first big resistance. And of course we want to see a break eventually, and then create more bullish continuation to the top side. So we have to be a little bit patient for Cardano, what is going to happen. And for now we are in this consolidation range on the daily time frame, and eventually we will need to see a break, a retest, and then come further back up. So let me know what you think about Cardano in the comments. Are you holding Cardano, and what do you think about Cardano? I hope you find this video useful. Follow me on Twitter, where I post my daily content about crypto, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.